everyone. So I'm actually here with Angela Sullivan today. She's one of our top referral partners at Brokers, and I asked her to take some time out for some interview questions. So she is actually in the Verani Bedford office as an agent, and we're going to find a little bit more about her and her business. So, how are you, Angela?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me here today.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. So my first question is, how long have you been in real estate?
So I started in April of 2014, so 4.5 years.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So what initially enticed you to become a real estate agent?
I've always been interested in real estate in general. I think everybody says that, or you don't get into this business if you're not. So I was very intrigued by the process, and I remembered a lot from our own purchases. So I thought, give it a shot and see.
Awesome. And then what quality or qualities do you think that you have in terms of what you can offer to your clients that sets you apart from other agents?
It's hard because there's so many qualities that you need, I think, in order to be in the business, but we don't all have them all. And so I think it's more about kind of fine-tuning the things that you're good at and finding your strengths. So for me, I think I hope my biggest strength is that I am able to make people feel comfortable and sort of calm in the process. And it doesn't have to just be chaos. It's stressful for sure, but it can be calm and it can be comfortable. It can feel like it's okay, like you're going to survive this, and everything is going to be just fine, regardless of the hiccups that might come along the way. So I think that's probably, from a client standpoint, that's something that they appreciate the most.
I would definitely agree, especially as far as like first-time home buyers are concerned. Obviously, they're really anxious. They haven't been through it before.
And they're so excited.
Yeah, and they're so excited. So it's good to kind of have that calming presence, So do you have any quick tips for consumers who are potentially looking to buy or sell, kind of going, off of that whole first-time home buyers thing too?
Sure.
Maybe tips for them?
Yeah, so as a first-time home buyer, I think it's really important to sort of narrow down what your must-haves are. You could probably fall in love with every house, but if you don't know what you need over what you probably want, that can be hard. So think about really what it is that you need, and it doesn't have to be that you're going to be there to retire in. It can be a 5-year plan. And if your finances don't work out and you're trying to get into a house, go for something a little less, and don't extend yourself beyond where you feel comfortable. I think that's really huge. When you get into a price point that doesn't feel comfortable for you, it never will feel comfortable for you. So I think being very careful and choosing the house that not only makes the most sense as far as floor plans and kitchen and all of that, but also financially, don't overextend yourself because you don't want to be in that position.
I think that's huge. I think I've seen a lot of people, just being in this line of work where they're trying to get the best, for their buck, and they're trying to make sure that their house has every single quality that they're looking for. And sometimes it's just not feasible. And like you said, you're not going to be in the house until you retire, most likely. So finding what you need as opposed to every little thing that you want, I think it can be really important.
Yeah, and I think one more thought too is when you're thinking about buying in this market, it's a very different market than it was 10 years ago. And so being realistic as well, I think, is really important. You could, very well want the granite countertop kitchen and move-in ready and turnkey home, but if you can't afford that, or if it doesn't feel comfortable for you, then maybe you could look at a house that doesn't have the granite, but that's something you could do down the line. So I think that's really important to remember.
Absolutely. And then my last question is, can you just share one kind of little neat, unique fun fact about yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
So, this is really funny, and people make fun of me for this, but when I was little, I was probably like 3 or 4, I thought I could be whatever I wanted when I grew up. And so for me, I wanted to be a turtle. And, I think about that now, and I think it's funny. And, if my kids said that, I'd be like, over the moon. I would just think it's so cute. But I think about that now, and I think, well, the turtle always has a home, and they always feel comfortable and secure and safe. And I know that that's why I wanted to be a turtle. And so now I feel like I get to help other people have their home and feel safe and secure in their new home, and that's maybe why I'm here today. I don't know, it's just a funny little thing thought I'd like to share.
So it's like kind of thinking about it in hindsight, you're helping people to find their turtle shell.
I am. Lots of turtle shells.
That's awesome. I think that was not what I was expecting for a unicorn fact, but that's probably the best one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me again. So for those of you looking for more information, I'm going to include the link to Angela's Facebook page below. So definitely give that a check out, follow her, like her, and definitely reach out to her if you're looking to buy or sell or have any questions.
Or if you want a turtle shell.
Or if you want a turtle shell.
Here for you.
Let her help you find your turtle shell.
Yay!
Thanks for watching, everyone.